Okay, I'm at the coroner inquest. I've just had an interview in français, and now we're going to give it a shot in English. Have a little chat with this guy. What's your name?
Jean-Yves Maillet.
Jean-Yves Maillet. And you are?
I'm the Provincial Vice President for QP 1253, which is the group that governs, or not governs, but takes care of the contracts for bus drivers, custodians, and maintenance people in the schools.
And what is QP doing here?
Listening, trying to see what the recommendations
Listening?
are going to be.
Are you guys trying to tell me you're like a shop steward here? You listen, but you don't act?
Well, no, we act.
I told you this would be a different.
The parents, the parents contacted us, the women, the moms. They contacted us, see if we were interested. They had been told that we didn't want the runs. And we proved to them that it wasn't true. We wouldn't mind having the runs. It used to be our runs.
Did it?
Yep. When I first started, all these extra runs, we had them.
Really?
Yep.
And was that, I presume, was that during the McKenna regime that it changed?
That's when it started. This changes started. Yep.
Changes.
This changes started. The cuts were coming, and actually it's from the late 80s when the cuts started. And it's just been going on and on. In the last 3 years alone, we've had cuts to the budget in transportation, anywhere from 1.5 million to 2 million a year taken out of the budget in transportation alone.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of money.
So, the tragedy happened. Isn't it hard? QP didn't step forward there because it was such an emotional issue.
Yeah. Well, we tried to step forward, and we were told that we shouldn't be there.
By who?
Province.
The province. They told you you shouldn't be there?
Not in so many words, but
you can read between the lines.
Yeah.
Now, let's play the devil advocate here. What different would it made if it would have been a QP driver?
Well, we're trained. We take a course. We take refresher courses every year, and that's what we do for a living. We drive kids. We drive yellow school buses.
Your record's good?
Record's perfect. Our safety record is the best in North America here in New Brunswick.
Is it?
It is.
Really?
Yep. The employer likes to tell us when it does their thing that we're the best drivers around, but then when we're talking money, no, well, maybe it's not that good. But we have that record.
What happens if you get a member of QP driving the vans and you got to pay them the high wages and the benefits also? Would it be just cheaper to just tell a guy with a driver's license to, bring these kids around?
Well, that's what they've been doing, and see what happens. We've had this tragedy.
And no amount of money can replace a human life.
None whatsoever.
And here we're talking about 8.
Yep.
QP is, so what do you think is going to happen here? The recommendations?
There's going to be recommendations for sure, and we know for sure, as well me as well as you, that the government will not put everything in place. Whatever costs money, they won't look at.
But it's such an emotional issue.
It is. But it doesn't affect them directly. It's not their kids.
Yeah, but these mothers, they're determined.
Oh yeah. They sure are, and they have a good reason to be determined. They don't want this to happen again. I'm not saying that we're gods. We're not gods.
No.
But at least we're in a machine that if there's an impact, it's built not to come apart. It's built that way.
How many bus drivers is there in this province?
Well, in our group we have roughly 3,300 members. That's custodians, bus drivers, and so I would say there must be close to 1,200 bus drivers in the province.
How much do you make an hour now? Full time?
Full time, I make $18 an hour.
That's good money.
Not bad, yeah.
But during these kids, the way kids are acting these days, no discipline. Your nerves must be shot.
Sometimes.
Are you a bus driver also?
Yes, sir, I am.
Oh yes, Nerf bills.
Yeah. No, not really.
Not really. So we're just going to see what's going to happen here, and hopefully that the government will
wake up.
Wake up. Merci beaucoup.
Yep.